Hi, leaders. Welcome to the Weekly Connect for April 5th and 6th. Welcome to spring. And we are starting April off with our Gospel Spotlight. The focus of the Gospel Spotlight is just to play games and do some remembering of the weeks past and to talk about how God's been working in our lives. So that's exactly what we're going to do for the first weekend in April. So have your kids start off learning the memory verse. We're going to go ahead and do our memory verse I pair before the large group. And our memory verse for the next 6 weeks is going to be Romans 8, verse 28a. And that is, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. So go ahead and go through your I pair, write it on the board. I did add some things to the script this time that I didn't have last time. Just a little review game afterward that the class can kind of partake in instead of just the jumping jacks and things like that. So hope you guys have some fun with that. So then you're going to go ahead and transition into your large group. Go into your big class and play. First ask your Connect question, but this week we also have a Connect activity. So you can either do the group rhythm or the make your own beat. Both ones have the kids using their hands and their legs and their feet to make beats. It all just, the difference between the two activities is how the kids join the group that they end up making their beats with. So go ahead and go through that, and then you're going to play Zonk. Fun game. Kids always love that. I really like to encourage the kids to pay attention and do well with really trying to answer the questions correctly by saying that the winning team gets maybe a small piece of candy or a small prize, something like that. So if you find that might help you out with your group, feel free to do that. So after that, you're going to go into your worship and offering time with your worship leader, and the kids will sing their 3 songs or 4 songs. We have a couple this month by Billy Sprague that he wrote for the Jonah series that's coming up, and we're also going to do Happy Day and Amazing Grace. So you can do your offering songs, and then you're going to collect offering and make sure, and I wrote it into your script this month, but make sure when you are talking about offering that you do reserve a couple minutes just to talk about who your offering is going to so that the kids can feel really connected and understand that their money is actually going somewhere. So then you can give them their blessing, which is out of Revelation, and it's chapter 1, verse 3. And that is, blessed is he who reads and those who hear the words of the prophecy and heed the things which are written in it. So, of course, we're talking about the Bible. Blessed are those who read the Bible and hear God's words, not just read them and then forget, but actually listen to God's words and, of course, put them into practice in their life. So give them their blessing and then have them transition back into their small group. So during your reflect time, you're going to engage the kids by asking a series of questions, and these questions are application questions really about their life, such as, Jesus stood up to temptation and never sinned. Unlike Jesus, we have all sinned. How has God helped you defeat temptation in your own life? So for those of you who have a bigger class, you can maybe cut down on some of these questions, and those of you like up in Fort Lupton who may have a really small class, really just ask the kids to really open up and give you information and really try to answer those questions in depth. And if you do run out of time because you do have a smaller group, get creative with the memory verse. Maybe ask the kids to tell you what they think it means and ask some questions about maybe how they can apply the memory verse to their life. And if by then you still have time in your class before parents come, you can just maybe play some games, pull out some of the centers, like the dominoes or the building blocks, something like that, and just let them have some fun creative time. Or you can play a game like telephone, something that gets the whole group engaged, or pull out another worship CD like Go Fish and maybe just elongate worship time. But there's totally lots of things you can do if you happen to have lots of time after doing everything in your curriculum. So for next week, if you're teaching, the story that we're going over is the story of Nicodemus and Nicodemus's question. And that can be found in John chapter 2, verse 23 through 25, and chapter 3, verse 1 through 21. And of course, we'll go over that in our Connect next week. But I hope you guys all have a chance to prepare. Make some time this week. It's so important. I will be praying for you guys. And if you guys do have some things that are heavy on your heart that you would like all of us to unite in prayer with you about, please email us or give us a call or email us. There's lots of ways to contact the Children's Ministry Department. But let us know. We're never too busy to pray for ourselves, and we certainly aren't ever too busy to pray for you. So have a great week, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.